The night was still, deeply still. At the radio observatory, giant dishes tilted towards the heavens, listening, always listening, for faint whispers from the cosmos. Most nights it was just static, the universe's background hum. But this night was different. Suddenly, a spike on a screen. Not random noise, a pattern, clear, logical, it repeated. Then it repeated again. Scientists leaned closer to their monitors, hearts beginning to pound. Could this be it? The moment humanity had dreamt of and sometimes feared for centuries? A genuine signal from so very far away, a deliberate pulse across the vastness of intergalactic space. Immediately, rigorous checks began. Was it some new, uncatalogued terrestrial interference? A passing aeroplane? A rogue satellite playing tricks? Or more mundanely, a microwave oven in the canteen? Every known source of Earth-based contamination was meticulously ruled out, one by one. Instruments were recalibrated, data cross-referenced with other observatories if they had been looking at the same patch of sky. The signal persisted, an unwavering beacon in the digital noise. It was strong, it was clear, and its origin pointed far beyond our own Milky Way galaxy. It was undeniably alien, originating from a place so distant it boggled the mind. The incoming data streamed relentlessly. Sophisticated algorithms worked to pinpoint the source. The calculations firmed up. Not Andromeda, our closest large galactic neighbor. Not Triangulum, a little further out. This signal was coming from a galaxy millions, perhaps tens of millions of light-years away. The sheer energy required to broadcast such a message across that cosmic chasm would be colossal, far beyond anything our current civilization could muster for such a purpose. This was no accidental cosmic burp, no natural phenomenon mimicking intelligence. This was a deliberate act. This was contact, the first true confirmed contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence. A profound silence descended upon the control room. The clicking of keyboards ceased. The low hum of machinery seemed to fade. Then someone let out a breath, a shaky laugh. A cheer erupted, then another. A wave of raw, unfiltered emotion washed over everyone present. Joy, certainly. Disbelief, absolutely. A healthy dose of trepidation, too. But overwhelmingly, it was wonder. Pure, unadulterated wonder. Humanity was officially not alone in the universe. The cosmos was not silent. It was speaking. And we, on our tiny blue planet, had just picked up the interstellar telephone. The single greatest discovery in all of human history was unfolding, pixel by pixel, on their screens. The news, despite all efforts to contain it for methodical verification, eventually leaked. First as a rumor, a whisper on obscure scientific forums. Then, it exploded. Global news networks interrupted their regular programming. Headlines blazed across websites and digital billboards in every language. We are not alone. Scientists who were yesterday unknown figures poring over data in quiet labs were thrust into the global spotlight. They became instant celebrities, their every utterance scrutinized. The world hungered for information. What did the signal mean? Were the senders peaceful? What would happen next? An avalanche of questions buried the initial simple fact of discovery. The reaction from the general public was nothing short of monumental. People gathered spontaneously in city squares, in parks, on hillsides, their faces turned upwards towards the night sky. They looked at the familiar stars with entirely new eyes, with a fresh sense of awe. A palpable wave of excitement and wonder swept across the globe. Of course, there were pockets of fear, anxieties about the unknown intentions of the message senders, but predominantly, the emotion was one of profound curiosity and a shared sense of adventure. National borders, political squabbles, petty grievances, they all seemed to diminish in significance. For a moment we were not citizens of nations, but citizens of Earth, united. Governments around the world scrambled to respond. Emergency sessions were convened. Leaders issued statements, most of them cautiously optimistic, pledging international cooperation and the pooling of resources. This discovery was clearly far too large for any single nation to handle or to claim. It belonged to all of humankind. Scientists from every corner of the planet offered their expertise, their equipment, their time. A truly global collaborative effort began to take shape, its primary goals twofold: to decipher the message and to prepare humanity for whatever implications it might hold. This transcended politics. It was about our species' place in the universe. Philosophers, theologians, artists, and thinkers of every persuasion grappled with the profound implications. What did this confirmation of extraterrestrial intelligence mean for humanity's diverse belief systems, for our understanding of our own origins, our purpose? The age-old question, are we alone in the universe, had been answered with a definitive, resounding no. This was not just a scientific breakthrough. It was a fundamental shift in human consciousness. Humanity suddenly felt both smaller, a tiny speck in a vast, populated cosmos, and simultaneously part of something infinitely grander, a participant in a cosmic community. It was a planetary awakening, a step into a larger world. The message itself. What cosmic secrets, what alien thoughts were encoded within that stream of incoming signals? Was it a simple universal greeting? A hello universe? We are here, broadcast to the void? Or could it be a complex mathematical sequence, perhaps detailing fundamental physical constants as a form of interstellar handshake? Maybe it was a celestial map, showing the way to their home system, or even a guide to other inhabited worlds. The possibilities stretched the limits of imagination. It could be a library of their entire civilization, their history, their art, their science, their dreams. The sheer potential was staggering, almost overwhelming to contemplate. But how could we even begin to unravel its meaning? We share no common language, no common culture, no shared evolutionary history with the senders. Their minds could be structured in ways we cannot currently conceive. However, we might share the universal language of mathematics and physics. The laws that govern the stars and the atoms are the same everywhere, for everyone. Scientists would meticulously scan the signal for recognizable mathematical patterns, prime numbers, the value of pi, the Fibonacci sequence, perhaps representations of fundamental atomic structures. These could be the Rosetta Stone for an alien tongue, a foundation upon which to build understanding. The finest minds on Earth would be assembled for this monumental task: linguists specializing in ancient and theoretical languages, mathematicians who see beauty in abstract structures, cryptographers skilled in breaking the most complex codes, astrophysicists to understand the cosmic context, computer scientists to design algorithms and harness immense processing power. They would build or repurpose the most powerful supercomputers to sift through terabytes, petabytes of alien data, searching for repetition, for structure, for anything that hinted at meaning. It would be the ultimate intellectual puzzle, a slow, painstaking process of trial, error, and hopefully, incremental breakthroughs. Imagine the sheer, unadulterated thrill of the first confirmed breakthrough. A symbol deciphered, a concept tentatively translated. The global elation would be unprecedented. What if the message contained knowledge far beyond our current understanding? New principles of physics that could unlock secrets of the universe like dark energy or quantum gravity, details of advanced technologies for clean energy or faster-than-light travel. Perhaps even insights into biology that could lead to cures for all diseases. Conversely, it could contain a warning, a cautionary tale, or information about a cosmic danger we are blissfully unaware of. The contents could redefine our future for better or worse. The scientific impact of a deciphered message would be nothing short of revolutionary. If it contained new scientific principles or observations, our understanding of the universe could leap forward by centuries, perhaps even millennia, in a very short span of time. Imagine new technologies spawned from alien science, unimaginable new materials, efficient and boundless energy sources, perhaps even the first clues towards understanding consciousness itself or the very fabric of reality. Our entire scientific paradigm, our view of what is possible, would be shattered and rebuilt on a grander scale. We would learn how much we still don't know. Culturally, humanity would be transformed forever. Our art, our music, our literature, our philosophies, all would be irrevocably touched and inspired by this contact. The knowledge that we are not the sole thinking beings in the cosmos would force a profound reevaluation of our place and our significance. Philosophers and everyday people alike would debate our new role. Are we junior members of a galactic club? What responsibilities does this new status entail? This discovery would redefine what it means to be human, offering a vastly expanded perspective on life, existence, and our collective future. It would be a cultural renaissance on a planetary scale. Then comes the monumental question, how do we reply? And what, in goodness name, should we say on behalf of an entire diverse planet? Who would decide the content of such a message? The original signal took perhaps millions of years to traverse the intergalactic void to reach our telescopes. Our reply, traveling at the speed of light, would take an equally unimaginable span of time to reach its destination. This is not a conversation in human terms, it is a dialogue across eons, a message in a bottle cast into the cosmic ocean, a commitment made by one generation for descendants many thousands of generations in the future. The arrival of such a message would fundamentally alter humanity's trajectory. We would instantly become part of a larger, more ancient cosmic story, no longer merely observers looking out from our isolated perch but acknowledged participants in a universe teeming with mind. This shared experience, this common point of focus, could serve as a powerful unifying force for our often fractured species. It could inspire us to overcome our terrestrial squabbles, to invest in education and science, to reach for the stars not just in imagination, but in reality. Knowing we are not alone changes our destiny. It is an invitation from the universe to look up, to grow up, and to dream bigger than ever before.